Hi, thank you for watching Show Me Wilson. Today I'm going to talk about the dangers of eating food at fast food restaurants. I was helping my children with a scholastic reading assignment on these magazines that the school sends home with them. And it talks about the chickens for fast food restaurants, how they're killed. Okay, first of all, remember what we eat, we take in those cell memories. Okay, so here these are chickens. Um, they're being brushed through acid or walking through acid or dipped in acid, but they have to go through an acid bath. And then after they get their bath, this is to help the feathers remove. Okay, after the hot acid bath. I don't know if you've ever put acid on your skin, but I haven't, but I know rubbing alcohol burns when you have a sore. Okay, and now after this acid is eating their flesh, you can imagine the pain they're going through. Now they get boiled. Okay, they're not dead. Okay, they're alive. They're being boiled alive. Can you imagine the pain on that? Gosh, I've burned my fingers on the stove or with boiling water. It's very painful. And then after that, they're still not dead. They're still moving around. Then they get hung upside down to force all the blood. And then they have the slow death, because when they're hung upside down, that is what kills them, because all the blood rushes to the brain. And then they get chopped up for processing. So can you imagine the pain, the pain of this chicken? I mean, it's not this pleasant experience. I mean, we've all been burned. We've all had rubbing alcohol put on our skin or something worse, or think of freezing off warts if you've ever had that done. I mean, it can't be pleasant. So this anger and anxiety and frustration is going through these chickens before they die. Okay, so now they're being put on the market for fast food for us to eat. That's going to be what you're eating. And now all those memories of that chicken being tortured and abused and slaughtered in a very unfashionable way is going into your body. So no wonder we have road rage on the streets, you know. Gosh, you have to ask yourself, what did that person just eat? Did it just eat a chicken that was boiled? I mean, seriously. On the ranch, I grew up on a ranch. On that ranch, a chicken was killed by chopping its head off. It's fast death. I mean, yeah, they might have ran around on the yard for 5 minutes or 2 minutes before it fell over, but it was dead. It was reflexes running. The head was disconnected from the thought process to go into the blood cells. When we hunt on the ranch, my dad is very specific. You can't hunt unless it's a heart-lung shot and one bullet, you know. And so we practice, we target practice, and sometimes you don't get one shot, you know, sometimes you miss, but you do your best and your hardest to make sure it's a dead shot, you know, because my dad doesn't believe in torture, and knowing what cell memories are, torture's the worst thing to have an animal go through, and then for you to eat it. Okay, yeah, people think animals don't feel pain. Well, that's not true. Why does a horse limp if their foot is hurting or has an injured hoof? They wouldn't limp if they weren't feeling pain. So that's so false, okay? Whatever we feel, they feel. Okay, their flesh, their blood, their a mind, they feel it. Okay. Talking about the cattle here in South Dakota, we had this huge blizzard, huge. I mean, 4 feet of snow, and it fell in October. The leaves were still on the trees, had all these trees break. I mean, it wasn't a hurricane or anything, but we lost a lot of trees or tree limbs, but mostly I think the biggest suffered South Dakota had was the loss of cattle, you know, because we provide the country with steak, you know, we're a huge producer of our beef industry. And so here we had 14,000 head of cattle die. I guess cattle suffocate in snowstorms or something like that. I'm sure how that all works. So I made a comment to a Native American. They're Indians. They're very gifted with knowing spirits and how that all takes place with death in animals. Well, I said, why don't, I mean, it's cold outside. Why don't they just chop up the cattle and sell it for meat? I mean, the meat's preserved. And he goes, no, you never eat a cow that's suffered in death. He says the meat gets all sticky and slimy, and it's just, um, it goes into the blood, it goes into the meat, and you just don't eat that. It's bad. It's bad karma. It's just, I mean, even the Indians knew at a long time you don't eat something that dies in pain. So that opened up my mind a lot. I mean, so why are we eating chickens that are killed 3 different ways without actually being killed? You know, they're being tortured, and this is what we're putting in our bodies. Um, the pain is explosive, and so now people who eat the stuff have explosive cells that could cause problems in relationships, in our ability to function in a society. Anyhow, it is interesting to learn that our fast food industries are promoting fear, again, to feed our alien friends, the ability to mess up our peace and our harmony. That's what's happening. Because if we're not having peace, guess who lives and continues to carry on their life? The aliens. Okay, I'm not against aliens, but I'm also for peace, you know? So it's hard. It's like, which one do you choose? So I'm ready to see peace and let the aliens go find another Earth to dramatize. Anyhow, thank you for watching Show Me Wilson. And please, if you're going to eat meat, kill it quickly, and for their sake too, you know. Thank you. Bye.